This is where most of our bats are. So we want to be very careful with sound and light, especially here, because this is where many of the bats roost. Go up onto a mountain pass, down to a valley, up onto a mountain pass, down to a valley. All the rose trellis because you have little rosebuds on it and little thorns on it. Also tells us what the cave was like. So from the 1880s to about the 1920s, this was the only way to get through, and this was a belly crawl. These are all from the turn of the century. I haven't seen anyone go down that. There's another one where I...
Well, I just finished up the Lehman cave tour. It was actually a lot cooler than I expected it to be. Yeah, like I've been in a couple different cave things here and there, but never like a guided tour, so I thought it might be kind of boring, but it was actually really interesting. Super glad that I made it into that tour, that I found an open spot, because that was very cool. So yeah, let's see what to do next. So I'm just gonna do this little loop right here, the Timber Creek Trail onto the South Fork Baker Creek Trail. That's one that one of the rangers recommended. It's still like a 5-mile trail, so it's still, you know, a decent little trail to stretch the legs out, but you know, not too long that I need to carry an absurd amount of water and stuff in the heat. So yeah, I think we're gonna head over there now. I'm gonna cook up a quick lunch before I hit the trail here, because for breakfast I just had 2 eggs and a couple pieces of bacon, and that was a while ago, so I'm hungry. So I'm gonna cut up some hot dogs here, my little sausage guys, heat them up in the skillet, and then I have just some like instant rice stuff I'm gonna make, and toss the hot dogs in there, and it will be an absolutely delicious lunch. All right, lunch is served. A nice big bowl of pasta rice stuff with some cheese I'm gonna mix in, because why not? And a nice pile of sausage on top. And then after I consume this bowl of food, I'm gonna head out on a trail. As soon as I start hiking, I may regret eating all this food, but I'm hungry right now and it looks delicious, so I'm gonna do it. Well, now that I just stuffed myself with way too much food, I'm off on the hike. Nice little creeks. Yeah, it seems like the hike is pretty shaded, which is nice, because hiking out in the direct sun is the worst. But yeah, should be a good little 5-6 mile hike. So yeah, let's see what we find. Honestly, this hike has been steeper than I expected so far. As you can see, climbing up the hill here. Well, I'm about halfway into the hike now, and out in this beautiful open clearing area. The first bit was pretty steep. The first 2 miles had some switchbacks and went up a decent bit of elevation, but I think these last 2.5-3 miles are gonna be pretty easy, because it's gonna be mostly downhill on the way back. But yeah, real pretty out here. All right, I just hit 4 miles on the trail, so I only have just over a mile left. Yeah, there wasn't any like super exciting lookout viewpoint or lakes or anything like that, since I just did the short little loop. If I had done the longer trail, the 12-mile or 14-mile one or whatever that I looked at doing, then that one had like a couple lakes along it. So it was a pretty peaceful little trail. Just lots of pretty fall colors, like you can see behind me there. So yeah, just gonna knock out this last mile, and honestly this is probably gonna be my last hike of the trip, even though I'm still gonna be on the road for another night, maybe 2 nights. It's Friday, probably gonna get back Sunday, but maybe I'd get back tomorrow, I don't know. But yeah, my right knee's kind of bugging. Kind of started hurting yesterday, so don't want to, you know, tweak anything there too bad. But yeah, all in all, it's been a pretty good visit here at Great Basin. All right, 5.4 miles later, and here we are, back to where we started. Well, that was a good little trail. Definitely, if you're just doing one hike at Great Basin National Park, definitely recommend the one from yesterday. Like, this one was fine, but nothing super exciting along the hike. But yeah, another one in the books. Well, yeah, I think that's my last little adventure here at Great Basin National Park. So yeah, it's been good, Great Basin. I'm sure I'll be back at some point.